morning and happy Friday, everyone. Welcome to Building Blocks. I'm Anna Heel.
And I'm Fuljens Henry.
Today we are going to continue with vertical designs. And today we have Fuljens has a surprise for all of us. He hasn't even shown me two of the designs we're going to go over today, but it's all going to be vertical, and it looks incredible, the ones that I have seen. And these were all designed using the vertical grid that we posted for you to use. Everything you can be streaming in horizontal format with a vertical intent. And today is going to be really awesome because we have presentations. We have, if you would like to have some points across and dynamic visuals, you will be able to do that after today if you haven't done so.
Yeah, some awesome inspiration for you all on how to create presentation style layouts in Ecamm.
Yeah.
And building it directly inside of Ecamm.
Exactly. All of these inside of Ecamm. And one of the things, the main source of inspiration for us for this design is actually watching TV or watching commercials and sometimes looking at other vertical designs, but it's mostly on TV.
Yeah. I got inspired just in the gym and just checking out all the TVs, and there's a show that came on and I was like, oh wow. And it's in horizontal format, but I saw something that will be vertical friendly in that show, and my imagination went wild.
Yeah, and then I didn't see him for like 3 days because he was in the lab, and he's like, I'm like, all right, son, go for it. So anyway, how's the fam doing? Who's here?
It's good to see you all here. Mr. Moderator is here.
Mr. Moderator, happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday to you, good sir. Eric Emmerich. I love that name, Eric Emmerich.
Right? Double E. Tatiana.
Hello, Tatiana.
Hello.
Loving the rays of sunshine behind, cloudy and dark here. Nice. And we're on the wrong Ecamm network, but the Ecamm fam is there regardless. Maggie Rose on the Ecamm network Facebook.
Hi, Maggie.
Here. Good to see you here.
Aubrey. Hello.
Mr. Dan Roth, good to see you.
Hey, Dan. Thank you.
Yes. All right. David Hunt is tuning in.
Wait, what did Double E said? Didn't know.
No, the Chipmunks are making pop music. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. They're back. They are back with some hits.
Good one. Okay.
On ENN Radio. Eva Johnson, good to see you here. Zachary mentioned, listen, we were meant to stream to Ecamm Network LLC LinkedIn, but we're in Ecamm Network Facebook, and the fam is there tuning in. Good to see everybody here.
Love it. Yes. All right. So what do we say? We go right in it. If you have any questions as we go through, please feel free to do you have a vertical friendly cue? Please feel free to do so by first starting with a Q column to help us find your question.
Yes. And this is a perfect segue into our first layout here, which is this, right? So we brought in our building blocks thumbnail background, and everything else is text overlay that you see here, the building blocks logo, those yellow background, the towers, the vertical towers that you see there, and also the scrolling ticker, right? So now, if we want to bring in some bullets here, we can have the bullets flying in or however you want, and they're going to be centered in this area right here, right? And this is one way you could lay it out. Another way you could lay out is by bringing cameras up like so. And you see how we can just build up on that, right? You don't want to draw attention to the cameras. You can have the cameras off and just have focusing on the text and the graphics, or you can do it this way.
And this will be easier if you are, I'm saying easier, but it would be a different look if it's just you.
Yeah.
Right? Because you will have to position your camera in a way where if you want to be shown, right? If you want to be, you can even be underneath where it says just scale to fit. You can be right under that, or you can just be off camera or like that to the left or to the right.
yeah, this looks pretty cool also. And you have more space there for maybe you want to bring in comments over to that side or whatever, right? So you have another space to use. But
Yeah.
this is still a vertical friendly right here.
Yes. And just know that when you export it, the only thing that is going to show is going to be what's in the middle.
In the center.
In the center.
And then
Yes.
if we lay down the vertical grid right now, boom. As you can see, that is well lined up within the safe zones here, right? If you notice where the cameras are, that's where that's basically
Well, we're not in demo mode.
no, right, but the grid is there. You can
Oh,
see
I
the
got
grid,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
You know, we respected all the safe zones at the bottom and off to the sides there,
Respect the safe zone.
right? And then if we do go into demo mode, see what I mean? So right by Anna's camera, by my camera, our cameras will not show in when we scale to fit. All you're gonna see is starting where the orange begins right here, and the gold frames. Yes. All
That's
right.
right. And it's and because it is inside of Ecamm, it would be very, very easy for you to customize the colors. You can change everything on your design.
Yes.
Once you do it. So if you want to, oh man, I didn't like that color, you can just come back inside of Ecamm and change the color
Yeah.
of everything. The text, the background, the everything.
Yeah.
In here.
Everything. And then if you know we have our thumbnail background, right? But we do have a text overlay background. So this right now it's yellow. But if we go into demo mode, if we want, we can take this background. It might jump if we change the color, but let's see. We change that to that yellow palette. There you go, right? So now this is a text background, and we could customize it to any color we want. But for just more customization purposes, we brought in our thumbnail background.
Yes.
Okay.
And again, this is streaming horizontal, but if you would like to get straight full resolution, you can rotate your camera to tall and then stream that way. And what I mean by that is when it scales it, it's just zooming it out. So it's going to decrease the resolution,
Resolution,
but
yeah.
it's still gonna look good. As you can see, if you go to our Anna and Fuljens Instagram, we keep showing you how it will look, and it looks good, and it's social media. But if you want to keep the resolution in then you just rotate your camera, and you will keep all of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's just see what's happening in the comments before we move forward.
Oh my gosh, Sammy.
Sammy Kravitz is
Hello.
here. Good to see you. You know, I thought about Sammy just literally yesterday, and that's awesome that he's here today.
Were
Good
you
to see
gonna wear the
Sammy.
T-shirt?
Maybe I came across the Sammy Superstar T-shirt. Probably that's why I thought about Sammy. It's good to see you, Sammy. And we also had Anthony tuning in. Good to see you, Anthony.
Hello, Anthony.
P, you are not late to the party. You're good and right
Seeking
on
things
time.
above TV.
Zachary, good to see you here.
Yes.
Awesome. All right. Yeah, so we do have a Q colon here. That's what, Safe zones don't keep proportions to scale, or do they in Ecamm? Yeah, so you record this. If you record in this layout here, you could record it 16:9, stay horizontal. But now when you're going to a platform such as Instagram, you hit that scale to fit button, and it's going to zoom into the center there. We'll demonstrate that for you so you can see. It is very, very cool.
Yes.
And hold on, it's just more.
Where's my mouse? Like, I'm
It's
not
right
hooked
there.
up.
It's right there. You're good to go. Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll come to that later on, a little bit later on. All right. And so now we showed you this layout, right? And this is really cool. And if you don't want to, you can stay off camera as well by hiding your cameras, and then you still have some nice graphic, easy on the eyes, and everything is centered. Another option you can do, if you want, let's say you want to stay in screen, but stay on screen and bring more attention to the presentation, the bullet points that you're presenting, you can do something like this, right? And let's go into demo mode and show you what's going on here. So if we go to our camera effects, for example, let's see. Camera A. What camera is this? This is Camlink 4K. All right, so Camlink 4K, we added some effects here. We added a black and white, and we just added a blur, right? Just to take some attention off of us, and you have your eyes resting more so in the center there. And you can do cool things like that.
You know what I would like us to try instead of being just black and white to be, because in my opinion there's a huge change. So maybe have an overlay, like different, like a veil,
A tint
that is yeah. That's,
and then
try
sepia,
almost but yes, something like that.
Yeah.
But maybe a different color, like the yellow, light yellow. But things like that would it looks good.
You can add some more to that, right? And okay, so let's get out of demo mode. And there was a design that you brought in as inspiration a few weeks ago. One of them was the time and date one, right? But then one of them was this quote, and it was pretty cool, and we were going to redesign it, and I did. So here is the grand reveal.
Okay.
Right? And this is the original version here, right? And if we lay the grid over, notice that we're out of the safe zones there. So if you were to scale to fit that in, so for example, Instagram Reel, the you're gonna see what's getting cut off there.
Yeah.
Right. And this is the Ecamm. So this is created all inside of Ecamm, all text overlays.
I love it.
Right.
I love it, and I love how you see how the black and white works really well here. It does.
Yes. Yeah. And as you can see, we added there's a scrolling ticker that's creating like a little drop shadow that's scrolling across the screen. And if we want the cameras, we can hide the cameras. And this is what it looks like without the cameras.
Beautiful.
Right.
That's beautiful. Was that the reaction you wanted?
Hey, you like it? Listen, hey, I should get a horn. Let me get out a horn. There you go.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was created.
Yeah. So that's that. And then another layout you can do. So let's say you want to feature text and a combination of text and camera. So I just did a little spin on this and created something like this, right? So now if you were to, let's bring the grid back up, right? Our camera is going to show, and you have the space below the camera to add your text, and you also have space above the camera to add your branding.
Beautiful.
Right?
Beautiful. And I love how for the horizontal viewers, this will be aesthetically pleasing.
Yes, it is. As we can see here on our YouTube channel there, it is very aesthetically pleasing. And, we have the camera background behind these overlays, and we blurred it and we added the black and white. If you want to, you could change that to a sepia, something like that.
Oh, I like
right?
that. Yeah, I like that. Because it goes with a yellow.
It goes with the yellow. So let's show the film what we just did. So here in the
camera
effects, we went from black and white to sepia, and we get this, right? And so this is a quote, right? You want to pull up something like quote. So this is what we can do here. But then if you organize, you can have a separate folder of assets for bullet points, and you can still pull up bullet points in this space there. Let's get out of demo and show you, right? So I would say for this type of layout, no more than 2 bullets max, or space for like one big bullet, right? I think that would be great, because then we'll still respect the vertical grid safe zones here. So let's pull up vertical grid safe zones, and
there.
Right. So we're in compliance right there with the safe zones there, right? because we can't go past this the
I'll be
green
like,
line underneath
I will
the no need to
remove
crop or post.
your grid rights. You don't respect.
remove the grid rights. The rights to grid. Right.
Yeah.
And then yes, and then in this that's where the inspiration came from to create the scene that we labeled as vertical Paul.
Paul comes in all formats.
Oh wow, I love that. Paul comes in all formats. All right. All right.
Yes, Sam, and you can definitely do this for your shorts. And
Yeah.
right, that is all inside of Ecamm. Just download the grid. Just make sure you download the grid so that you can design.
Yes. Let's just see what's going on with the comments. And then after we go through the comments, we're going to demo them. We're going to drop a series of test reels on our Fuljens Instagram like last time.
Yeah, I mean, you have to see how
Yeah.
it works.
And we'll see how. Yeah. Roy, good morning. Good to see you here.
Hello, Roy. I like tech troublemaker.
P says that this will be great for those of us who don't have IG Live direct from our Macs yet. You could repurpose, easy repurposing for your content.
Yes.
Maggie jumped over to the YouTube side. Welcome to the YouTube side. Eric says very nice. Fuljens Einstein, yeah, that whole layout looks beautiful. That quote, Tatiana says it's fabulous. Anthony says, excellent presentation, guys. Makes it easy to learn. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, I'll remove your grid rights. And Paul comes in all formats. The top two quotes of the morning today. All right. So you know what? First, let's do. How about we test out vertical Paul in the Instagram? Let's see, and just make sure. I just want to make sure also that this thing is working again, the iPhone. So we have an iPhone scene here, which should be blank, and then there it is. Okay, perfect. So we're good. We're good. Where's vertical Paul? All right, cool. So let's test out vertical Paul. Gonna go into demo.
Clean that interface, son.
Oops, my bad. Let's move this over. Oh, I'm stuck here, right?
Okay. Just escape it.
Yeah. Move this over. Move this out the way. All right. Let's try that again. And I forgot to clean the interface again. But anyway.
just skip real quick and do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Last time.
You can do this. You can do this.
Command tilde.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
Yes.
There we go. Recording.
Vertical pole, just stay there chilling.
All right. And that's about 6 seconds. So stop that one. And then we're going to take, let's take this one. Just take all of them at the same time.
My God, I love that quote. When I saw that quote, I'm like, yes, that's it. Canva uses it a lot too.
Yeah.
And Paul is like, I must be, wait, what did Paul say?
I'm very adaptable.
No, but something about the quote. He said, I must be very intelligent because I'm always having fun. I think that's it. So we're over here just taking all the screenshots. Recording everything. I thought you were just going to record one, but we're recording everything.
Yeah, just to take a few of them.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. So let me check the comments while Fuljens.
And we'll just take one more here.
Sammy, we have not put it available. We have not made it available for purchase yet, but I believe we're going to be doing that within the next couple of days. Papa Ron, the vertical grid is in our Anna and Fuljens, and our awesome moderator is going to add the link to the comments. Hello, Jesse. Oh my gosh, Jesse. So you know what? It must be because we went to the wrong to the wrong stream.
The wrong network.
The wrong network that we're having. We're having Jesse come over and different.
And we see some questions coming in, but
Okay,
once we're done
Norman
with this-
Nation. Any recommendations to stream vertical and horizontal at the same time?
you're in the right place.
Hey. So like if it's multi-streaming at the same time, vertical and horizontal, you will have to have, I would say you have to have two cameras.
Not necessarily. It's what we're doing now. So let's say we're
No, but like streaming.
right.
to-
So if we're streaming here on this YouTube and we're streaming to Instagram at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So Instagram will show vertically and then YouTube will show horizontally. However, you have to make sure that what you're showing on the IG side is vertical friendly.
Right,
Okay.
but also it would require a lot of practice because you will have to know what content you want. You know, just I guess design it like here and have you run a show of what is going to be in the middle, what's going to be. Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
All right. So let's see this now.
But if you had, I guess if you had Instagram live and then you were streaming into YouTube and you were just having everything in the middle like we're doing right now, I guess that would work.
Right.
Just like you said. Yeah.
All right. So let's check this out here.
Yeah, you will have to definitely plan and think about everything that you're going to be putting out. That's right, Sammy. Norman, not at all. That was a great question. You saw me thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you have
Yeah.
to think about these things, but yeah.
So the question earlier was, will this scale to fit or anything like that, right? So basically, what we're doing here in IG is we're going to make sure we tap on the scale to fit button, right? Just check that out there, right? So we're not cropping or anything like that. And notice where you see those two borders on the side of Paul, how they just disappear. Everything just zooms in, and all you see there is Paul, and the Q colon helps us find your question. So we're going to add that. And let's just label this testing.
You could add a reel with all of the everything that you uploaded.
True.
So it's not too late.
All right. We'll just add Paul by himself first.
Yeah. So let's see. Huh. Okay, Fuljens. Yeah, there's a question for
All
you.
right. So, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you.
And I'm going to add another one.
Jesse's asking you if you like using the magic trackpad better than the mouse.
1 million gazillion times more than the magic mouse. Yes, absolutely. All right, so now, hold on, just adding the others like you mentioned. Just
Creating a
one
reel and see how it's gonna look. But any other questions that you guys have about vertical designing verticals? You can add cameras, right? Camera overlay. If you have, you can get creative. You can have a camera overlay in the middle or on the top or at the bottom. Have your text on the top. Have some graphics above the camera overlay, or have the camera overlay above and then the text under, as we're showing you here. You can get very fancy.
Yeah.
You can have a 4:3 camera ratio on the in the middle or above, and then underneath they have the text. You can have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
this.
I messed up the reel of like the compilation. So let's just go here and just show how the one with Paul came out. Boom, that looks dope.
That looks great.
And we have plenty of real estate below the Q colon, right where the heart is. There's nothing there in interference in case we needed to add some more text there, right?
And if you see the reaction buttons,
Right.
nothing is covered.
Right.
It's not covering anything, so your graphic is great. Wait, what's it posted?
Let's see. He looks familiar. Awesome.
Yeah, this is great.
Okay.
We have a question at the bottom. So we answered that one. Doc Jones.
Right. Anything, right? And it's not necessarily like presentation, but if you want to share text and quotes and whatnot, this is perfect for that. And you don't mind, I mean, if you're doing it like this, right? If you don't mind being off camera,
Or
when you're repurposing your content.
Yeah, I do think that if you're doing, if you're going on horizontal and you say, okay, when would this be useful?
Right.
The quote.
Yeah.
If we go to the quote scene, because that looks great on for both purposes. So you could have something like this and just horizontal or vertical.
Right. And then also too, if it also depends on your intention, right? Because I want to be on camera and share the quote, then I could create something like this, right? So there's many possibilities there. All right, so I'm gonna try again with adding these things because it's add and scale and add another one. I just added them all and there was no option to scale afterwards. So major fail. Adding this one, and then adding the second one, scale, add, and then the black and white, scale, add.
Okay,
Right.
so Carlos, thank you for that. I'm not sure. Are you familiar with InStream vertical video products?
No.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. So if anyone in the chat is familiar with it and can answer Carlos' question, go ahead.
All right. So I believe this is done
Doc.
correctly now. So let's try this again.
Oh my gosh, I just realized it was like Doc. I was like, yes, Doc.
Yeah.
So yes, Doc, you can definitely have it because it will be interview mode. So you will just have one camera on the whichever way you will like to have the design and just have them dial in and that's it. So it will be interview mode.
Just like this. So let's say Anna was here and Anna's waiting for the guest. The guest comes in and then boom, you just add the guest
Welcome,
over
Doc.
here. Like that.
Yep. Like that.
Yep.
It could be like that, or it could be if you want it to be in the vertical format and then have information for your viewers to the side that you're not going to include in the reel or in the repurposing, then you can have the cameras in the middle for you to repurpose and then the content on the side.
Yes.
That will not be visible
Yes.
when you get it out.
Exactly. All right. So I believe this is set. Let's go.
Is it really?
All right. So let's check this out here. Boom. That looks awesome.
That looks great.
And let's see if I did it correctly. Because it should play something else after this, right? There we go. Nice. Nice. Like that came out great. Even where the Albert Einstein was laid out. I think that's it. I think it's just those three.
That's great.
That's dope.
that looks great. So you saw how
Horn.
how easy that was in terms of repurposing. You can repurpose your content vertically. Reels, TikToks, Instagram, Facebook. Now Facebook is having some push into their reels. So if you're getting in that wave, you can do that as well there.
Yeah. And then let me see here. So you took care of these questions while we're uploading. And
You had a microphone question.
okay. And then did we answer Papa Ron?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. And yes, there was a microphone question earlier. What is the setup? So this is a Shure SM7B on an Elgato LP, the low profile arm. And Anna's mic is the Sennheiser MKE 400 shotgun on an articulating arm, and it's mounted behind the monitor there.
I wonder why they call it articulating because it can move different spots or something. Is dynamic. So yeah, this looks great. This any questions that you'll have about this? go ahead and ask. And then you can take it even further. So you can add bullet points and add emojis to them to make it extra dynamic. You can import overlays, even though everything that you see here, with the exception of the background, the gradient, is designed inside of Ecamm. So, if you would like to add additional overlays or anything like that, you can do that as well. As well here.
Yeah.
Let us know also if you would like us to show you how we designed one of these. Let us know if you would like us to show you.
Any questions about any of the elements that we use to design them.
Yeah, choose one design that you would like us to walk you through how it was designed, if you would like us to do that.
And let me see here. Your audio sounds like it's on a different audio interface. It's the the proxy. It's two different mics. I am on a dynamic. Anna's on a condenser. I speak closely to the mic, and the condenser is made to be a little further away, so Anna could be hands free. But
know what I saw the other day? A singer, an artist singing a song, and the microphone. I mean, he was singing with the microphone was. I will use this one, like this close, like this, and his voice was coming out straight, like, yeah. But it was, I think it was a pot mic, and he was like it was just, of course, he's an artist and he knows all these things, and he has a production team that will tell him how to do all these things. But his voice sounded so good, and he was like right in front of the mic and singing. There were no puffs. It was just great. And I'm like, yo, listen, I wish I could do that. No, I mean, yes and no at the same time.
Carlos says, I launched the in-stream at NAB made by YOLO Live. Nice, Carlos. That's what's up. I think these ideas would be great for it. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Rochelle, good morning. Good to see you. Rochelle wants to see
Rochelle.
all of them.
All of them. Let's see.
Okay, so let's go through let's pick one of them. Let's do the quote. Let's do the quote scene here. Right? So, and we can just break it down. Let's break it down. Let's go into live demo mode and break it down. Let's scale.
Did we have a little soundbite that was break it down?
Yes, we did. Yeah, I got to find it. It was on the other art roadcaster. Let's hide the cameras there. And then I'm already seeing my work once I peel away the cameras, like the black in between the gray is not centered. So that's messing me up. But that's fine because look, it's labeled the vertical center here, and just move it over. Okay, perfect. So that's that. So here it is. Let's peel back a little bit here. And let's hide the accents. Okay. This is all text here, the bullets, right? We have a slash. Then we have the creativity quote. Then Albert Einstein, and then the slash. That's that. Simple. It just looks so great, right? Just with those few elements there. And accents, we hit that for now. So the background, as you can see, we have a gray text background. And then we create a vertical one here and made that black. And then we threw on our little triangle that's going to fly in, scrolling ticker style, to create an extra effect. That looks pretty cool. And then the accents here. So here's some cool tips and tricks that you can do. When you create, we spelled vertical tower, VERTTOWR, vertically. Hold the shift and hold the return key and do it that way. And then you add a border around it, and you lower the opacity of the text and lower the opacity of the background and just leave the border. And that's how we created that. And then one is flying in from the bottom and the other one is flying in from the top. All right. So if you hide these, look at that. Boom. And then last but not least, we added the cameras on top. And they're two separate cameras. Right? And then we added camera effects to the cameras. We added camera blur. And then we added black and white. There's a sepia there too. But for this layout, the black and white looks really good.
So, question.
Yes.
Is it sepia or sepia?
Oh, I'm saying sepia.
You
I think
are.
it's sepia. Yeah, I think it's sepia.
I'm
I
like,
think
where's
it's
the picture? But I'm not like, okay, because, I don't know. It's going to be an English thing, but.
I think it's sepia. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully that helps.
Yeah. That was, so that's the quote. And you can that's a base that you could use with other things. You can add your camera on top of it, your camera overlays on top of it. But let's go over something that they would use regularly, for example. So it would be the camera on and then the text on the bottom.
So we can break down the other one, right?
Yeah.
So if we go to this one here,
Yes.
let's break this one down. Okay. And let's scale them away, right? So we have the Einstein quote that will hide. And then we have our building blocks logo up here. Camera, accents. All right. So the background, first of all, let's hide the
Oh
background.
my gosh, I forgot my notebook and I just had an idea.
Okay. So let's hide the background. And then we start off with a camera source is our camera. And then with the camera, we added some camera effects. We added the sepia and the blur. And the blur is set to 90. We set the blur to 90 in the sliding scale there. And that's that. That's our background, right? And now we're going to add the vertical background, which is our thumbnail here, right? Let me see if we had no, we don't have a vertical text overlay one. So we have the thumbnail and we cropped it to create this custom center there. And then we added the scrolling ticker, right? So that is our background there, just like you saw the other one there. And then for the accents, it's the same thing as the other one. However, we made this a little different. We have the border set to 4. It's a little thinner than the other one. It was a white, thick border. And the background is actually there. There is a 10% opacity on the gold background there, right? Just create a little something different, right? And then now we have space to add a camera because this is you're using this to have you want to have an on-camera presence and display text, and you want to display branding. So that's what we're doing here, right? So we have the camera right here, and if we pull up the grids, save zones, you notice that we're right in the center there, right? Let's hide the grid, and then we have space for some branding. So we're gonna take our building blocks logo and place it right above, and that looks really good when we scale it in an Instagram reel. And you have all this real estate at the bottom now to add either bullet points, like so, and text like quotes. And that's how you build them blocks.
Yes. So this is more for this layout for co-hosts, right? So you remember the one that I designed for OU last year? Last year. It was 2 years ago, actually.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I would need
the one that I
a
designed. So
refresher.
here. So the one that I designed was, okay, I'm going to, let's duplicate this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm just going to do 4-3. So we're just going to create one that will be friendly for just you. For example, just one person. Okay, so I'm just going to take this off. And then I'm just going to move, where's the vertical grid? Where's the vertical grid?
The vertical grid is in showing all scenes right there.
Okay. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate this. And then is this custom format or is it just?
It's 16:9.
I'm going to go custom so that I can then make it something like this. So because it's going to be used, so Fuljens, Henry, please get in the middle so I can like.
It's easier for you to stroll in the chair, yeah. There you go.
People are kind of stuck with me right now. Okay, so if it's just one, it will be you. I'm trying to see how this, so like this. And like that. So the side on the left is going to be cropped, as you know, right? So then we do that. Now,
Oh, you're doing like an anti-design.
yeah. And then I'm going to hide this, but it's going to be just for you, right? And to the sign. So now I'm going to add a border on behind the camera itself, and the border is going to be round. So the edges over here are going to be square, and then the edges over here are going to be round. Okay, so for the camera. Okay, so here it is. And then because we can't see that, we won't see that. It's gonna look like if it was square over here. Are you getting me? Fuljens, Henry, or no?
I'm seeing how it's coming along.
Okay.
Oh, like, okay, so you made like a D shape. I see what you're saying
Yes.
now. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then now we're gonna add a background behind it. Yes? Go for it.
Just like,
Go
yeah.
for it. Good. You can do this. You already got the basic, right? So let's continue.
When you say
this.
background, hold on. Let's
So we're gonna
let's,
do yellow or
meaning adding a border to it.
no, because I just want a border over here.
Like imitating a text to imitate the border,
Let
right?
me let me show you. I'm sorry, you guys. So this is gonna be good because you can use it for your, if it's just you, you could actually, let me show you the one that I created. Wow, I can't believe that was 2 years ago. All right, here we go. See? So then the border, and then this lineup. So this is what I'm trying to show.
They
I don't
won't
know
see
if
that.
you can see it. Yeah, we can
Yeah,
see
I
it.
don't see that, but hold
And
on.
then you have the scrolling ticker. So I want to show you how you can get creative with it, because I had a scrolling ticker. I had text on the top, and and when it went like that, different ones.
What color?
Let's go yellow, like the lighter yellow, maybe. Do you want to continue to see it?
Hold on. So let's just hide this because it's just shifting stuff. And let's hide the accents here for now. So this is let's say it's our starting point, right? Mm-hmm. Are we going to go across the entire? Hold on. Command Z. Mm-hmm. Something like this. Mm-hmm. And let's bring that underneath cameras for now. Yeah, but the one I'm seeing now,
And this
it
was-
doesn't have round on there.
Yeah, the other one does, but we can do it without brown. I just didn't want to
Hold on a second
straight do the same thing I
Need
did
more
before.
space.
So this is just going to be for a solo person. Here we go. I'm gonna
And
pause
then,
this.
and then the purpose for this is that you can have some text above here.
And you see, right? You should bring the grid back up.
Okay.
Yep. And then on here, on the yellow, we're gonna have the title of the. So we're gonna have building blocks, vertical designs. Up there.
What's going on with the comments?
They're learning. They're watching. Anthony says, super nice. This is going to be a very popular video. Thank you. And then Janice, hello.
What's up, Janice?
Fuljens says, see how it is coming along. Such a gracious way to say, no, I don't want. I know, I had to show him visuals. Hey, fam, it's you. All Fuljens is winning the Relating Soul Women category. As a wife, I can appreciate the grace. Yeah. Okay.
Hold on a second here and just add some. Change this to that, and then change this to.
We're going to use the scrolling
change this
ticker
to
here,
that,
y'all.
And then add.
And if you want to see what it is that we're trying to do, this was 2 years ago. You can go to my Instagram, officially unofficial TV, and then you look in the Reels category, and there's that reads full
Right.
series. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to do. This is
A variation
right?
of
A variation of that. But look at how great that looks. This is before I designed the grid. So I want to give myself some props for doing that without the grid. But this is the way this is the way the different designs for just solo. So if you are just by yourself, these are the things that you can do. And how
Let's go back to. All right, so back to this now. And let's hide this. David Hunt, I saw your question about the triangle here, the scrolling ticker. Just the biggest size, but then when you add the triangle, scale it across the entire screen and then make it scroll. So make it as big as you possibly can, and then make it scroll, because there's no like size for it after that, and there's no speed for it either when you do that. All right. Let's do this, and let's make this bold.
and we
I
can
don't
also
remember-
change the tech, like building bold blocks and then vertical and design and then thin. I can do it. You want me to do it?
You know, yeah.
But what do you get out of it? Okay. So again, I'm a little bit off the line because this is supposed to be just for
And Paul's, to answer Paul's question, Paul, it's the same one that Doc has. It just customized it with different colors and keystrokes and whatnot in terms of the keystroke app, whatever. All right.
Thank you, Maggie.
How is this coming along?
It's looking good. Just the design, just have it
I think
the same.
I don't know if this black is working. So no, that one.
What about gray?
It is gray.
Oh, so
Yeah,
just
it's gray.
change design to the typeface light right here. So light.
Was there another one that you wanted light? Building?
Let's see how that looks.
All right, next. I don't know.
I almost don't like the text. It's just the text.
I don't like the corner radius.
So
rounds.
change it because it wasn't like that on my
Right.
original. I just wanted to do it different, so it's not like the
We
same.
ain't got time for different. We're trying to stay
We
on.
ain't got time for different. We're just gonna copy, son. Okay, I just wanted to do it different for.
Oh, and going back
Or copy exactly the way.
up here. What was it?
Yeah, it's fine. If we had time, we can continue. But I just want it's like maybe vertical be a little bit off, so it's not so perfect.
Where is it?
But no, don't worry about it. Let's continue
Like
with
it
the
would
rest.
it would have to be like a separate text line. You're saying, right?
Yes.
Got it. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay, so this is looking good. So funny.
Uh-huh.
This is looking good. Okay, so now let's continue. So we can add the title at the bottom,
Yeah.
right? So the
Let
topic.
me go back to my cheat sheet here.
It's really, really
Well. All right. Let's go back. Let's go back to this one.
Man, I'm so proud of that sign. That's so good. Okay.
All right. You had actually. This is the one.
Understood. Oh my
All
gosh.
right. So you also had like a white text underneath, or okay, I see what that is. Like that's the body, and then you had I see what it is. It's you have a blue scrolling ticker going over the white.
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So in this case, we'll have a yellow scrolling ticker going over the thumbnail.
Or gray.
Command N, and this is going to be as we used to do. Hold on. Wait, so it's going to be yellow. Okay, and the text will be gray. So you'll see it later, what it says. But we're typing scrolling sticker instead of scrolling ticker, because Anna used to say scrolling sticker.
It is a sticker.
Scrolling sticker. All right. And the background will be this color. No, not the font. The font is gray, and then the background, highlight the background, and it'll be this color. No, this color, the yellow. All right. And then we probably make this a little bit medium, and we could scale this down because that's a little too big. Maybe right there.
And the edges just, yeah.
And bring that in. Yeah, so it'll look good like that. And it's going to scroll across the entire screen unless we mask it, which we have a plan for masking, but it will look like that.
So when we export this, it's going to look intensely good. If we scale down not scale down, but move the camera down, you will have space to add your logo or add another message to the top like I had on my design. But for this looks good. We can just leave it like that because as Fuljens saying, we don't have time for different right now. So I guess.
Hold on. All right. And then this is going to go, because now, right, when we're streaming horizontally, that doesn't look too good, right? So what we'll do is we'll bring this new text underneath here,
but then
we can add our cameras. For example, if we go back to, let's just go back to this one, and let's take this one here. We can Command C, and then we come here, Command V, right? And it doesn't have to be our cameras. It could be text or it could be something else, but just a way to mask what's going on with the scrolling ticker. Yeah.
Yep.
But when we import this and scale to fit,
it's not going to matter.
right.
Yeah. So, okay, so that's that. So,
no, I lost
a text?
Yeah, I lost some
The
text
text?
there. Hold on a second. Building blocks, vertical design. Where did you go? Oh, okay. It's there's a text box that is somewhere it should not be. This text box here is in cameras. Instead, we should move this to background. There we go.
Okay, so now let's add emojis, for example, pointing up or something, or pointing to a call to action. So building blocks, and then that's the message, scrolling ticker, whatnot. See you on Monday on ENN.
Take it away.
No.
Because you have the vision.
But I isn't that, yeah, you can do this.
Wrong folder.
Yes. So how are you all liking it? Is this something we want to see your design? So if you do any designs, any of this inside of Ecamm, feel free to post it in the community. Just on the description, right? Practicing vertical designs, or you can either go live for as long as 20 minutes and design your verticals in there, so the rest of the fam can see your designs as well.
Request for different must be submitted 2 weeks prior to the request.
It's like, because sometimes I design something and I'm like, okay, Fuljens, here you go. And then he goes on designing the same. And I'm like, no, you cannot design it the same as I do. You have to do something different. But yeah, 2 weeks.
And then we had another question from
Paul
about
answered
how
that.
to blur the camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you can see, since we're in demo mode right here, you can see the blur effect checked off there, but it's not blurring this camera there. But the camera in the background is blurred, but using the blur effect. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're bringing in. You said an emoji that's pointing.
Yeah. So just the hand, the finger,
Okay.
and then just say. You know what? This is not going to make sense, but for the sake of time, let's just do the emoji and say see you later or something.
Which one?
This one.
This one? Mm-hmm. And where is that one going? Where is it? First of all, where did it go?
It went behind.
Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Hold on. All right, where's it going?
It's going under. It's going inside. Yep.
All right,
And then
let's pull up the grid.
And then we're animated because this is gonna be great because it's gonna take some time to travel to get to the vertical. So it's gonna have a little time, you know?
Yeah.
Make it smaller, please.
All right.
Smaller. You talked with your lips right now.
Yeah, I'm like, listen, you got a trackpad right there because like you have the vision, just do it.
Okay, so it's gonna stop right here.
Uh-huh.
And then just the text. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And we have some more Q colons coming in.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yeah, it's whenever that happens, it's either you hit restore default style or know what you're typing.
No, or just switch, put a different color. Do a different color.
Yeah, restoring default style will normally do the trick.
Oh, I need to change the color of this situation.
Make it a little bit bigger.
Wait, you send me?
Hold on. I'm just gonna help you out here. Just
No, but I can't.
Two finger stroll.
You send it. You send it to me, and
Yeah.
then if you send it to me, let me finish it.
It's a alley oop.
Okay, so this text, I'm gonna just change it to bold, and the color. So this will be different if we had time, because we don't. Okay, so we're going to animate it. Left. Okay, I'm gonna do bottom.
See, now your fault. Now we have Spanish comments to translate.
Oh, perfect.
Afterwards.
Perfecto. Okay,
All
so
right.
let's
So
switch it
let's
up.
just tweak it, right?
Yes.
All right. A little bit of nudging here and there.
And
Where,
then-
what was this flying in from the bottom? Mm-hmm. And a little bit more. This way? I think it's good.
No. It's too close to this. So look at all the space between the finger and the nose.
Okay.
Yes, because you know all the things are gonna be here. All the reaction buttons.
So hold on a second. Let's trigger this.
Hey.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Yes.
And then we'll hold on. Let's just do it right now. Shift Command 5. Record.
remove the grid.
Oops. Escape. Wait, what did escape just do? Hold on.
Oh, because you have Shift Command 5. You had it set to record. And it's on demo mode, so maybe we should do it on the bigger screen so we can get better resolution.
Yeah. Hold on. So let's do a few things. Let's take off the grid and let's get out of demo mode so you can check this out horizontally. Although this is not complete because you still, since we're horizontal format, we want to mask the sides of that scrolling ticker by doing, like, this is too much because we're already on camera. So we probably blur ourselves out or something like that, or create some type of background to hide the scrolling ticker, right? But right now we'll do it this way. So we're Shift Command 5ing over here, recording. 3, 4, 5. All right. So we have that, and we're going to transfer it over to our IG while we check out what's going on in the comments. Hold on a second here.
Oh, they're not coming in here anymore.
Oh, because we haven't scrolled in a minute. There we
I
go.
see.
All right, cool. And let me just find this file here so we can transfer it over.
Yes, life scale. That is exactly right. You could option 1, Ecamm out vertical. Yes, that will give you all the max resolution. Then option 2, Ecamm out horizontal and scale on Instagram. Yes. Yep. So Marco Campos Padilla. Ok. Hola. Puede ser que esta pregunta no sea la correcta para este live. ¿Es posible los archivos de videos adaptarlos en tamaños y bordes? Por ejemplo, como lo que hacen en los invitados. Sí, so can we adjust the videos like for like we do for guests? So can we crop it and adjust it and move it around the screen? Oh. Is that what you mean, Marco? Yeah. Yeah, is it possible to customize? Oh, you did it both. Is it possible to customize the video files in size and borders, for example, as done? Okay, size and
borders. Did not even see that comment there.
So in borders, you cannot add borders to video, but you could hack it because you can add a text overlay under and then just adjust it. You know. That would be to add a border to the video.
Right.
Yeah.
And then also, just getting technical here, just make sure if you want the video to play sound, it needs to come in as a WebM file versus an animated overlay. Because if you just bring the video into your overlays, it's not going to play sound. It's just going to be animated without sound. But if you want to do sound, you have to convert it to a WebM file.
Yes.
Okay. So let's go to
and then add that border.
And then add your border. Yeah, you can just add your border. It could be something that you bring in from Canva, or you can create a text background like we do in BuildingBlocks here. Let's go to iPhone. All right. Yes, the process of the transfer process is a little bumpy. All right, so we're gonna scale this. And check that out, right? So let's say we were doing this because like I don't like how the scrolling tickers is going across and we didn't mask it, whatnot. But you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm just recording without going live like this. That's fine because you just hit scale, boom, and that thing is gone.
Yes.
Right. And let's add and next and label this Anna Hill experiment.
Well, like it actually wasn't an experiment. It was sort of like a share. Like I'm sharing with you a design that I did 2 years ago. But I wanted to make difference, but Fuljens just didn't have time for it. Okay, Marcos, no hay problema. ¿Te contestamos la pregunta? Déjanos saber, por favor. Wow, it's 11. Listen, this is great. So next Friday, we are going to come pre-recorded.
There it is.
We are going to be out of town. So it's going to be a pre-recorded content. And Fuljens is going to show how he edited a puppy video in CapCut that he's so proud of. And he tries seeing if I will say yes to buying a puppy.
No, it's not just like that. No, it's how we can create vertical content inside of CapCut editing. So, just some tricks.
And then edit a video of a puppy.
Yeah. Well, I have the puppy video I can share, so we can create something else next week. But it doesn't have to be the puppy video. But let's go back to the iPhone, and this is how it looks.
Amazing. Yeah, you can change the colors and all this. You see how I was telling you that we needed to scooch it over more. That's why. You see, because now in here it's just right over that, and look at all the space that we had over there. So
the only thing though is how can you tell that with this grid?
Because I'm used to designing vertical, so you know how you can design vertical.
What if somebody is not used to designing vertical?
Understood. Right? So make it smaller. Make the text smaller.
Right, but also too, I don't know, like, yeah, is if you want to be a stickler for it, yeah, it's okay. The exclamation mark, for example, is underneath the heart and whatnot, But
Yeah.
when designing, I don't want to be too worried about that.
Well, I do.
It's still. I know, I understand. It still looks good, and also another thing that we can do is probably bring it up a little higher.
We could, but at
Yeah.
the same time,
So
we want
There's
it.
just ways you can tweak it.
This design, in my eyes, I would completely move that out because it looks cleaner. If you're posting a video, you want your viewers to see your design, right? And you want your viewers to react to it. So you want to have all the call to actions and all the information visible and easily accessible,
Yeah.
right?
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe they can be a beta of the grid where we can actually add where these are. So it's like so people could be in my mind, because I'm not gonna be my fault. Like, oh, I have to remember where the heart is. Let me not design there.
All right, so I'll create
Right.
another one.
I think that'll be cool because it's a just building up upon the already awesome grid. That'll be dope.
I will create
beta.
the other. I will create the other one. I'll create two. One just similar, and then the other one, because then
Yes.
it's like so many different. But yes,
Yeah, just for those extra safe zones. Yeah. All right, cool. Tana Solit, hey y'all, for some reason I can't stream to IG, period. Did you unlock that feature? Did they unlock it for you? Were you able to stream at first? If not, then you can't stream. But if you have the feature, there's some steps. And there's also a YouTube, I believe there's a YouTube. Yeah, I believe we have a YouTube video on that.
So, Marcos, also, I don't know if you're familiar, but today, Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Doc comes live and he goes over everything Ecamm live. So if you can make it, go in there and he will show you how to do that as well. All right, so let's see.
And then, hold on a second. So Tana's asking, okay, so you could stream on your phone. So you want to be able to stream from Ecamm to your Instagram. In order to do so, you have to do it on your desktop and you have to have the feature. They are slowly rolling out that feature. For some reason, I have it on my Fuljens Henry IG. So we'll show that to you so you see what we're talking about here. So you're on Instagram desktop, Tana, and then when you go to create, you're going to see live video here, right? So this is where you add your details, the RTMP, the stream key, and you include that into Ecamm, and then Ecamm will add IG as a destination, and you'll be able to stream from Ecamm to IG. But you need to have that on your desktop. Go to create. Usually it says post, but then you have the live video feature. Until then, so sorry.
Oh my God.
So
that's
what it is.
It is 11:10 and we are right on time. Any other questions that you have, please feel free to join our Anna and Fuljens Facebook group and ask the questions there, and we will come in and answer. Sometimes we come live and we go over more things more questions that you have. So that is it for today, everyone. Fuljens, any last minute share?
Oh no, I just wanted to going through the comments to see if we covered everything, but I think we got everything there. And if you have not grabbed it, make sure you go to our onfulgence.store/extras, where you will find the vertical grid there for you to grab. It's totally free for you.
Hello, David. Thank you so much. And
thank you, David.
Everyone, thank you so much. Enjoy your weekend. We're going to enjoy ours because we're going to be editing a tons of videos, but we're going to be doing it in a nice, deserted, wooded place. So we're going to be totally off the grid this weekend. And we're going to go to a place where Fuljens just loves the chicken wings there. I used to love the chicken wings, but then now I'm not loving it anymore. But
I will never stop loving chicken wings.
He loves it. The chicken wings are so thick and just
crispy, and they got good sauces.
The sauces are great, but it's just too meaty.
Listen,
it's
meaty wings are not for you, but I am in wing heaven.
It's like,
I am in wing.
so we're gonna stop.
Paul, come, come through.
So we're gonna be having a great and relaxed time editing and planning a whole bunch of stuff that's coming up for us. So we definitely need to be off the grid. If we stayed here, we won't do it. We won't finish it, and it would be eating chicken wings from Fuljens Henry.
One more cue calling. Is it worth noting that WebM files needs to V9? I was busy converting videos to WebM to using Ecamm, but the audio still wouldn't work. It was a Doc Rock video that solved it for me. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's I know Paul usually leaves it in the description, in the chat actually, the link that Doc recommends and Paul recommends as well to convert your videos to WebM, and we just go and convert it and save it, and that's it. We don't have any extra steps to do, and it works just fine. So,
Yes.
yes, that is the way to go.
Yes. Thank you, Maggie. All right, everyone. Thank you so much.
Yes.
For being here, and I'm glad you learned some great stuff. Practice, and post on IG. There's posts on TikTok. There's so much going on out there with all verticals, and it is the way to get discovered, put your content out real quick. And then what is better than just using the interface that you already use to produce your videos to create the vertical designs and just repurpose it. So continue to practice. Any questions that you have regarding verticals, you can go into our Anna and Fuljens and Facebook and ask away there.
Yeah. And then we'll close out with the Puppy Day video.
And he's like, no, the puppy. He's just, yes, that, yeah.
Because yesterday was National Puppy Day. I love puppies. So here we go.